The US eases restrictions on strikes with its weapons. Japan's first sanctions. The danger of the FAB-3000. US reaction to Pyongyang's weapons. South Korea will supply weapons to Ukraine. Hello and welcome. My name is Said Bekdavlatov. You're watching the Daily News Digest on OnePlus News. The United States has authorized the Ukrainian armed forces to strike with American weapons at all targets dangerous to Ukraine, anywhere in Russia. Now, it is not only the enemy forces on the border of the Kharkiv region. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan officially announced this decision on June 20th. Sullivan explained that the agreement with Ukraine on the use of American weapons to strike Russian territory applies to any place where Russian forces cross the border from the Russian side to the Ukrainian side to try to seize additional Ukrainian territory. Japan has imposed sanctions against several foreign companies for their support of Russia's invasion on Ukraine, particularly for the first time imposing trade restrictions on Chinese microelectronics manufacturers. Reuters reports this, referring to the Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Tokyo has added Hong Kong-based Asia-Pacific Links, which supplies microchips for Russian drones, and mainland China-based Yulufa Electronics, limited to the sanctions list. In addition to them, trade restrictions were imposed on firms from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and India, which supplied the Russian military-industrial complex. For the first time, Russian troops have used a new FAB-3000 M54 bomb with a unified planning and adjustment module to strike at Ukrainian positions in Kharkiv region. The Institute for the Study of War believes that this is a new destructive potential for the occupiers if they continue to be able to use such weapons without hindrance. Earlier, Ukrainian military expert Alexander Kovalenko said that the enemy's new development weighs 3 tons, of which 1,200 kilograms are explosives, and can negatively affect the battlefield. Russian sources widely distributed the footage of the first ever FAB-3000 strike on an allegedly Ukrainian deployment point in Lipsy, Kharkiv region on June 20th. So-called military officials claimed that it caused significant damage, but in fact, the bomb fell 10 meters from the destination. Washington has called Russian leader Vladimir Putin's statement that he does not rule out Moscow sending weapons to North Korea incredibly disturbing, warning that such actions could destabilize the Korean peninsula. U.S. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller stated this. According to him, the United States will continue to work with allies in the region, South Korea, Japan, and others, to respond to the threat from North Korea. Earlier, during Putin's visit to Vietnam after a trip to Pyongyang, where Russia and North Korea signed a mutual defense agreement, Putin warned South Korea against arming Ukraine. South Korea will determine the types of its weapons and the volume of its supplies to Ukraine, taking into account Russia's actions in its cooperation with North Korea, a South Korean presidential office representative told Yonhap. Yonhap's government sources revealed that 155 artillery shells and air defense systems, crucial resources that Ukraine desperately needs, are among the weapons that being considered for potential transfer to Ukraine. That's all for now. Stay tuned for further news and opinions at OnePlus News.